Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is kind of a repost from when I first started the channel. I had to actually do some editing to this a little bit, but for you guys that are new to the channel, maybe not have seen this video is going to talk about the X-15. And it's going to be pretty interesting because there's actually a credible witness testimony that actually saw a UFO outside of the X-15 when he was actually doing a test flight on this. And this is pretty interesting. So if you guys don't know kind of the history of the X-15, it was one of the planes, I think it was the first ones to go kind of supersonic on it. It did go, I think it was about Mach 5 or 6. You guys see some information. There's tons of information about this craft out there, this plane about this right now out there if you guys Google search it and stuff, and you can find some information on it. But it was created, I believe, around the 1950s. They were doing their test flights, the mid-50s. But there was a pilot by the name of Robert White, or Bob White, who I actually want to talk about because he was one of the ones to give and step forward and give some testimony on a particular craft, or as he said, you'll see his testimony in just a minute, or I'll actually read it out to you, where he saw something actually outside the craft. And it was pretty interesting, and I had brought this to everyone's attention when I first started the channel. But he is actually credible. It's not like he's just some random pilot, or I'm not going to say random pilot because that's discrediting the other pilots, but he's not just one pilot that came out. He actually is credible for actually flying this several times, and his testimony is actually pretty interesting. So I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to read it. This is actually from a newspaper article that was actually put out there. And it says here, basically, these are exact words: "I have no idea what those objects were that I saw up there," White said. "I noticed a couple of particles first. They were very small, flaky objects. I thought they might be residue from the fuel engine that burns. Then I looked out the left windshield and I saw what looked like a piece of paper about the size of my hand. It was 30 or 40 feet away. It was grayish white. I looked at it for a few seconds before it moved away and I left. I still don't know what it is. I still don't know what it was." What I'm actually going to show you guys is the actual photos that were taken while he was actually in flight. And this I don't know, it just still amazes me that this information still hasn't gotten out. But I'm here to show this to you guys. So here you're going to actually see the photos. There it is there. You guys see that in the top right hand corner? And I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see this as well. Here it is, zooming in on it. So this is the actual photo that was taken, and this is what he actually saw out there, and this is where that article came from. And you guys can Google search this, you can backtrack and find that this is actually valid. It's just hard to actually get this particular photo that you see here. I thought this was pretty interesting and something that I did want to show to you guys and kind of repost this video out here. So tell me what you think. I mean, of course, during the 50s, there weren't many satellites out there or anything like that. And here's a close-up of this image here. It's kind of hard to see, but at that time, this was actually a good photo of whatever he saw out the back of this X-15 as he was flying. So I thought this was pretty interesting. So you guys put down the comments below of what you think about this, and I'll try to find the article and the magazine and stuff where he actually talked about this and leave a link below in the description. But I have more information on particular things like this if you guys want to hear about whistleblowers before they were called whistleblowers back in the 40s and 50s and 60s and even 70s. That talked about seeing things. But I always liked this particular craft, this X-15. I thought it looked pretty cool. It's like a big missile. But I have a lot more information on things like this. So put down in the comments if you want to see more videos like this. So I'm pretty sure you guys do. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and then stay tuned for the next video. As always, I appreciate you guys watching.